Fellow Anguillians, recently I was asked by someone I met for the first time to explain my primary reason for choosing public service. Like so many important decisions we make throughout our lives, there's hardly ever a single reason. But the main one, which drove me into representative politics all those years ago, and which still motivates me today, is the opportunity to help change Anguilla for the better. Simply stated, to make a difference in people's lives. The redevelopment of the Valley Main Road, the People's Market, the Airport Road, the resurfacing of the Clayton J. Lloyd International Airport, the George Hill Bypass, and new policy initiatives are all deliberate efforts of this administration in general, and my ministry in particular, to positively impact the lives of the people we serve. I feel privileged to have tourism among my various ministerial responsibilities, not only because it is an area in which Anguilla can powerfully and effectively compete internationally despite our small size, but also because tourism presents all of us with opportunities to influence the way the world sees us. For you, it is your talent, your creativity, your expertise, and your entrepreneurial spirit, and your ability to be great hosts and to allow persons to lose the crowd while finding themselves that sets us apart. All of that helped change the way people see us and our country's image. My responsibility is to provide the tools and resources to participate effectively in this powerful economic activity. Our focus for this year's Tourism Week 2022 is shaping the future of Anguilla sustainably. In short, we have a duty to strike a careful balance, maximizing the resources that God has given us, while preserving them for use of the future and future generations. Sustainable development ensures that our entire community has a stake in the benefits of tourism and can feel the pride of ownership. If we are to stay competitive, we must control our costs and increase our efficiency, both through public policy and by individual practice. And we must sustainably reduce our dependence on fossil fuels. We are making progress in this regard. We recently announced to remove an excise tax and import duties on electrical and hybrid vehicles, an initiative that attracted bipartisan support and will remain in place through December 2028. Apart from that, it is the stated goal of this administration to reduce our costs by being one of the first countries in the world to generate electricity solely from renewable and reusable sources. The Honorable Minister of Sustainability and Natural Resources, Ms. Quincy Gums-Murray, and the Director of Natural Resources, Ms. Carencia Rouse, attended the Caribbean Regional Heads of Government meeting in preparation for COP27 in Egypt. Expedia fourth quarter Traveler Insights report indicates that travel intent is on the rise. Nearly half, 46% of consumers globally say travel is more important to them now compared to pre-pandemic, and they are upping their travel budgets accordingly. The good news for Anguilla is that as we emerge from the pandemic, we have observed that Anguilla's experiential pillars resonate more than ever with today's travelers. We have identified the pillars of the Anguillan experience as romance, health and wellness, adventure, culinary travel, and events and culture. And they are the focus of our marketing activities. Today's post-pandemic traveler is seeking authentic experiential activities. They wish to become immersed in the communities they visit, and our pillars are near perfect match to their desires. We need to create sustainable products that reflect our pillars and make them easily accessible and available to our visitors. Family travel is another strong trend from major cities and cultural capitals to beach and adventure destinations. Here in Anguilla, we offer a safe environment and family-friendly villas and resorts. We are the perfect vacation option for those travelers. We are uniquely well positioned to take advantage of this market segment. Sustainability forces us to examine the impacts our actions have on our resources, as well as on our environment. It compels us to plan sensibly, keep our youth totally engaged, and be careful with our country's future, a future that thankfully is looking bright. Based on reports from our stakeholders on the foreign bookings for winter, we are confident that the winter 2022-2023 season will be our best on record. Over the past 18 months, we have made significant improvements to our infrastructure. The redesign of the Valley Main Road has eased congestion and transformed the access of both our visitors and residents. Construction of the new Blowing Point Ferry Terminal building is proceeding on schedule, and we're looking forward to the opening of this beautiful new facility next month. The terminal will be a showpiece and will reflect the power of the Anguillan spirit and the Anguillan design and workmanship, from the architect Mr. Raoul Van Der Poel to the contractor Mr. Leroy Gomes to our capable project manager Mr. Claudius Gomes. We will break ground on a new terminal building at the Clayton J. Lloyd International Airport next year, with the enabling work scheduled to commence in January. Construction of the new Blowing Point Ferry Terminal building is proceeding on schedule, and we are looking forward to the opening of this beautiful new facility next month. The terminal will be a showpiece that will reflect the power of the Anguillan spirit, Anguillan design and workmanship, from the architect Mr. Raoul Van Der Poel to the contractor Mr. Leroy Gomes to our capable project manager Mr. Claudius Gomes. We will break ground on a new terminal building at the Clayton J. Lloyd International Airport next year, with the enabling work scheduled to commence in January of 2023, the first phase of our airport master plan. With regard to air access, we continue to work on expanding air service to Anguilla, as this is of course an essential requirement for our future growth. The American Airlines service has been tremendously successful, with 8 flights a week currently operating, increasing to 11 flights per week over the festive season. We also welcome a number of new resort and product developments coming on stream, another testament to the strength of our product. The Aurora Anguilla will shortly unveil its new 9-hole short course, Avalon Links. Over the next few months, they'll be reopening the Tokyo Bay, the Japanese restaurant, opening D. Richards, which will be Anguilla's first steakhouse, opening an amphitheater for live entertainment, and in early 2023, their entire activity park. On the villa front, we welcomed the reopening of Ciblu Villas last week, now under new management, a much needed expansion to our room inventory. We also congratulate the many owners and operators of Airbnb properties that are being added to our inventory. On the other side of the island, in the West End, we can look forward to new resort development in Cocoon Villas, a small enclave of 6 homes overlooking the Caribbean Sea, slated for completion by the end of 2023. Annie Private Resorts has announced a new resort development, a 15-suite estate on Shoal Bay with a tennis court, gym, spa, and beachfront pavilion, set to open in 2024. This will be the brand's 5th private retreat and its 2nd in Anguilla. Morgan Hill Development will commence its construction of its luxury villa complex in February of 2023 with a completion date of 2024. Aurora's planned redevelopment and completion of the estate homes at Rendezvous is set to commence in 2023 and will enhance the destination and product offerings. The development of a first-of-its-kind multi-purpose covered modern basketball, volleyball, netball facility in Blowing Point will aid in our desire to ensure that Anguilla is positioned as a destination of choice for sports and professional athletes who want to continue training while in Anguilla. With all these new developments, it is clear that we in Anguilla are not taking anything for granted. Our tourism professionals, as well as our stakeholders on island and in the marketplace, are seizing every opportunity to keep Anguilla competitive and exceed the high expectations of our visitors. We know that shaping the future of our island in an environment that is complex and competitive as tourism clearly is, and will require the input from every single one of us. We are in this together. A rising tide floats all boats. So keep giving us your feedback, your creativity, and your participation. As always, I wish every stakeholder and every Anguillan a tourism week that is safe and enjoyable. To our friends from overseas, I encourage you to lose the crowd and find yourself in Anguilla. It is now my honor to declare Tourism Week 2022 officially open. I thank you.